So good morning everyone. As the continuation of Unit 1 in Web Technologies, today let us discuss images. Till now we have discussed 15 different types of tags in HTML. Now next we are going to discuss how we can insert an image, how we can give size for image, how we can import the image. These and all we will discuss. So Unit 1 of Web Technologies, as I already told you, we are using HTML language for different things. So now what we are going to discuss in today's class is how we can work out with images using HTML. See, if you want to insert an image in HTML, we have the code like, we have the tag like image. This is the image, img is the image tag. So every tag should be in between angular brackets. So what is this? We should give source. What is the source for the images? We should give that. So image is our tag. By using image, we are going to insert the images. So what is this tag? Tag should always be in angular brackets. So from where we should get this image, we should give some source. So source I have given. Source I have given as src. Where I have this image? In D drive. Under sample pictures, I have the image desert.jpg. See, JPG is the format of image. I have that image in D drive under sample pictures folder. So desert is the picture name. So image name is desert. Folder name is simple pictures, sample pictures. It is in the drive, D drive. So this source, entire this path should be given. Now we are going to insert images. So to insert images, we should give path. That path is called as source. So here I have given D drive, sample pictures, desert.jpg. So I need to insert an image into web page. Inserting image into web page. Using HTML, we are inserting images into web pages. To insert image into web page, we have image tag. For that, we should give source. See, if you want to work with Internet Explorer or Google Chrome, this is the syntax. You can observe there is only one slash here. But if you want to work with Mozilla Firefox, this is the syntax. So for Mozilla Firefox, if you want to insert an image, here you should give 3 slashes. This is the difference. So we are inserting images. To insert image into web page, we have a tag. In that tag, we have an attribute called source. What is the attribute? Source is the attribute. So if you want to insert an image in Internet Explorer or Google Chrome, then you can insert with this tag. Otherwise, if you want to insert an image in Mozilla Firefox, so then you have to change the syntax as like this. What is the difference? For Google Chrome and Internet Explorer, you will have only one slash. If you want to work with Mozilla Firefox, you should give 3. See here, file file. Here also image tag only, here also image tag and source only. But here we are indicating where the file is, and that file also we are indicating with 3 slashes. So this is the difference. Our main intention is to insert image into web page. We can insert image into web page with the help of image tag. But it is different from Internet Explorer and Mozilla Firefox. For Mozilla Firefox, you need to give a separate path. Okay. So this is about images. See here. So we have the image tag and it is used to insert an image in web page. This tag has 2 important attributes. That 2 important attributes are source, S-O-U-R-C, source, and alteration. Alteration. See, image is the tag. This tag is used to insert the image in web pages. It has 2 important attributes. The 2 important attributes are source and alt. What is the source attribute will do? This source attribute will specify the location of image. It will specify the location of image in computer. Source is used to tell the location of image in computer. Then why alt is used? If we can't display the image on Mozilla Firefox, this alt will give the alternative description. See, alt will give the alternative text or alternative description when browser fails to display the image. So, img is the tag. This tag is used to insert images in web pages. This tag has two important attributes. First important attribute is source. Second attribute is alteration, ALT. Source is used to specify the location of image. ALT is used to alteration. If browser cannot display that image, it will give the alternative text. So see here, the following is the code to insert the image. So in a browser we are inserting the image. So it is. So this is the code in HTML to insert an image. This is window, browser window. So in HTML we have the code. Using that code in HTML, in browser window we can insert the image, and this is desert.jpg image. That is desert.jpg image. We have given source here. Source is attribute. Source is the attribute. So in HTML we have the code to insert image in browser window. The name of the image is desert.jpg. Source is nothing but attribute. Here we are giving location. Source attribute is given for specifying the location of image. Source attribute. Source is the attribute given to specify location of image. Location of image in computer. So source is the attribute that is given to specify location of image in the computer. So see the next one. This is alternative. So image is the tag, we already know. img is the tag. Always tag will be closed between angular brackets. src is attribute 1. What is src? Attribute 1. See here, in src we have given location. ALT is nothing but attribute 2. Two attributes we have for image. First attribute is src, second attribute is ALT2. What this ALT will do? ALT will tell the alternative text for image. If browser fail to display this image, if Mozilla Firefox or if Internet Explorer or if Google Chrome fail to upload the image, fail to display the image, then ALT will give the alternate text, and that alternate text is desert. So what we have? Image tag we have, attribute 1 we have, location we have, attribute 2 also we have. What is attribute 2? ALT. What do you mean by ALT? Alteration. What this alteration will do? If your browser fail to display the image, then it will display the alternative text. So what is our next thing? We can give width and height for the image. See here, image is again a tag. Source is attribute 1. Under source we have given location of image. Then we can display the height and width of the image. I have given width as 100 and height also as 100. So I mentioned the width and height of the image as 100. So image is only displayed to that height. So here I have clearly mentioned the width and height of the image, that is as 100. So only with 100 height and 100 width the image is displayed. So finally let us conclude the images topic. So image is the tag, source is attribute 1, under source we are giving location. This will work very good for Internet Explorer and Google Chrome. But if you want to work with Mozilla Firefox, this source location you need to change as like this. So you have to add the file name here and give 3 slashes. So next topic is hyperlinks. So till now what we have discussed? So we have discussed HTML tags, we have discussed HTML structure, we have discussed some basic definitions. Now we have discussed images. So next topic in HTML is hyperlinks. Hyperlinks is called as anchor tag. See here, capital A or small a between angular braces is called as anchor tag. This anchor tag will define hyperlink, which is used to link one web page to another web page. See, this is your Amazon home page. From Amazon home page, I want to go to product details page. So see here, anchor tag is represented with A. This anchor tag will define hyperlink. Why hyperlinks are used? To go from one web page to another web page. This is web page 1. Nothing but Amazon home page. This is web page 2. So if I want to move from Amazon home page to Amazon product details page, one web page to another web page, I can move using hyperlink. So let us see, hyperlink is possible in HTML. Hyperlink is represented with A. So it is also called as anchor tag. So how we can define anchor link? We are moving from one web page to another web page using hyperlink. So see here, what are the attributes we have? So this is attribute 1 and this is attribute 2. Attributes of anchor tag have 2 attributes. What are the 2 attributes? href, target. Href and target are 2 attributes of anchor tag. So see here, href, what it will do? It will give the location or address of web page to navigate. So these are the important points and you need to write the as it is definitions. So hyperlink is nothing but anchor tag. For moving from one web page to another web page, we are using hyperlinks. This hyperlink has 2 attributes. So the 2 attributes are nothing but href and target. So first href is used for location or address of web page to navigate. And target is nothing but inside. Target will be inside anchor tag and it will tell the browser where the linked document should be loaded. So difference you should know. Href, what it will do? It will give the address or location to which page you want to navigate. What target will do? Target will be inside the anchor tag and it will tell the browser where the linked document should be loaded. So what target will do? It will be inside the anchor tag and it will tell the browser where the linked document should be loaded. Where the linked document should be loaded. If I want to open Facebook, so Facebook location and navigation of Facebook is done by href. I want to open Facebook page or I want to log in into Facebook. So what is the address, what is the location of web page or where I should navigate is given by attribute 1 href. Then what is attribute 2? Target will do? It will be inside the anchor tag and for browser it will tell where the Facebook page should be loaded. So these 2 are attributes of anchor tag. So see here. Yes, see here. If you click here, you can visit Facebook websites. This is the hyperlink I have generated. See, from one web page to another web page I want to move. So I have given the hyperlink here. If you click here, you can go to Facebook. Then a window will be displayed like this, showing the Facebook homepage. For that, how I have written? See, I have opened the anchor tag href, which will give the location of Facebook. So www.facebook.com is the location. Everybody knows. So between the anchor open tag and anchor close tag, I have given href and I have given the location as Facebook homepage. So see here, what I have told, href is attribute 1, target is attribute 2. Here target I have given as blank. So blank page will be displayed. Previously what you have seen, I have given just href as open Facebook page. Now what I have given target also blank. So click here is the hyperlink generated. If you click there, Facebook website will be opened. So Facebook homepage should be opened. So I have given the Facebook address in href. But what I told you, href is for us to navigate. Target is for the browser to display. So target I have given blank. So the browser will display blank page. See, this is the second example. You can see here, this is the second example. If you want to download the CSC syllabus, I have given the, if you want to download the CSC syllabus, see here, I have given the hyperlink, anchor close. Always it is the start tag. This is end tag. So within the angular braces A is start tag. Within the angular braces /A is end tag. So I have generated the hyperlink. This hyperlink is to download CSC syllabus. I have given the target as blank. So first browser will display blank page. But I have given hyperlink, means source I have given. That is in D drive I have CSC PDF syllabus. So it will download CSC syllabus, you can see here. See, so see here, I have given anchor tag open and close. So here anchor tag is open and we closed the anchor tag here also. I have given the source as in D drive I have CSC syllabus and target I have put blank, so it displayed the blank page. Target is for browser to display what? href is for us, where to navigate. See, you can see here another hyperlink I have given. See here, click here is the hyperlink generated. It is to download history of HTML. So within the anchor tag, close of anchor tag, we have two attributes href and target. So hyperlinks are generated with the help of anchor tags. This is the closing of anchor tag. It has two attributes, attribute 1 href, attribute 2 target. So what hyperlink I have generated? To download the history of HTML, I have generated the hyperlink. See how it will be there. I have already created history.html page. In that I have given history of HTML as a paragraph. That I will give as the hyperlink. So see here, I have already created history of HTML page and stored it in the D drive. That I have given as reference. Href is nothing but reference. Target I have given blank only. So I have opened the anchor tag A and closed the anchor tag as closing A. So I have created the history.html. This is history.html. In that I have used paragraph tag. About paragraph we discussed yesterday. P is the paragraph tag. About HTML I have written and I used paragraph tag that I have named as history.html. That reference I have given here, which is in D drive. So it is displayed like this. This is the output window. This is output window. So what it is displayed? I only have created history.html. I stored that in D drive. I created history.html. I stored that in D drive. So while creating history of HTML, I used paragraph tag. So I have given that reference. So it displayed in output window. It displayed that paragraph. See, next one is list. What is our next topic? List. How many types of list we have? Unordered list, ordered list and definition list. Till now what we have discussed? Images we have discussed, hyperlinks we have discussed. Still what we have to discuss? Links, forms, tables. So in unit 1 we will have images, hyperlinks, links, forms, tables. So till now we have finished images and hyperlinks. For images, IMG is the tag. For hyperlinks, anchor is the tag. So next one is list. List is nothing but collection of related elements. List is nothing but collection of related elements. How many types of list we have? Ordered list, unordered list, definition list. So first let us see what is unordered list. We will see now. So unordered list is also a list of collection of related items that have no special order. See, list divided into 3 types: ordered, unordered and definition. In that first one is unordered, which does not have any order. So our next topic is list. List is nothing but collection of related elements. Lists are divided into 3 types: ordered, unordered and definition. Unordered list is nothing but collection of related elements which doesn't have any order. So see here, you can see the unordered list example. You in that window on the output screen you can see the unordered list example. See here. So this is the unordered list. So you can see here we are having the list of TV channels. List of TV channels we displayed. This is the output screen or output window. We are using a disk bullet. So I have mentioned it as disk. This is the list of TV channels which is unordered. We are not mentioning any order. See, default type for unordered list will be disk. So this is called as disk. The symbol we are using like this for TV9, HMTV. See here. This symbol what we have used. This symbol what we have used is called as disk. So the default type for unordered list is disk only. See here. HTML opening tag, HTML closing tag. So head we have opened. So head we closed. Title what we have given. Unordered list we have given title that came here. This is the title. So title also we closed. Next within the body. Here body also will be. Since we are using unordered list, the tag for unordered list is UL. Tag for unordered list is UL. U means unordered, L means list. So see here, this symbol we are using is nothing but disk. The default type for unordered list is disk only. So we have written a HTML program. This HTML program will display the list of TV channels. So we already know these types: HTML, head, title, closing of head. This is body. In body only we have to write actual content. So closing of title, closing of HTML and body you already know. So what is new to you? Since we are talking about unordered list, UL is the tag for unordered list. See, opening of UL, closing of UL. Since we are talking about unordered list, we have used UL. So see here, TV9, TV2, even HTML. Some examples we have given. So default type for unordered list is disk. So type is disk already we have given. So the default type is disk. Type is the attribute. So in unordered list, type is the attribute. So the default type is disk. So we have given disk and we have displayed this output. So we will see the next one. In unordered list only we are seeing end type. See here. Same. Title we have given unordered list. So here title displayed as unordered list. So UL, since it is unordered list, UL open, UL tag close. Everything is same. What is the difference? Type is the attribute. Here we have mentioned type as circle. So here we got circle. So the default type is disk. If you want, we can change the type into circle. Then we will get the circles in output. Whatever title we give, that will come here in header session. I hope you remember, in header session we will get title, and whatever you give in body, that will come in body session. So every window is divided into two parts, header session and body session. So in header session title will be there, in body session actual content will be there. The only change here is type is the attribute. This attribute we have given as circle, so it came as circle. So in unordered list only, third example we are seeing. See, if why I am moving like this is, you can see the tags. When head tag is coming, head tag closing. HTML open, HTML close. Body open, body close. So see here. So this is the another example for unordered list. As I mentioned, title tag open, title tag close. This title will come and display in header session. See the difference? Everything is same. Body tag open, body tag close. Since we are talking about unordered list tag open, unordered list tag close, everything is same. What is the difference here? Type we have given square. So here in output also we will get square bullet points. So what we have seen, type is the attribute. Type is nothing but attribute. Type is nothing but attribute. So three examples you have seen. List is nothing but collection of related elements. List is divided into three types: ordered, unordered, definition list. First we are talking about unordered list. Unordered list is nothing but collection of related elements which doesn't have any order. So what examples we have seen? We have written some basic HTML programs to display the list of some elements. These elements you can take anything. Since we are talking about unordered list, the tag is UL. U means unordered, L means list. What is the same point I am repeating here? Type is the attribute in unordered list. This type, default type is disk. So default type is disk. You can change this default type into circle or square. If you change into square, you will get the square bullet points. So let us conclude now. What we have discussed today, we have started unit 1 of web technologies. Unit 1 of web technologies will have two chapters. First chapter is HTML, second chapter is CSS. HTML is hypertext markup language used for designing front end of web pages, static web pages. CSS is to add the beauty for web pages. CSS is cascading style sheets, that is to add the beauty for web page. HTML is to generate static web pages front end. As a part of that, we have discussed about 15 different types of HTML tags. Next, we have discussed about images. How an image can be inserted into web page. Next, we have discussed about hyperlinks. Hyperlinks are nothing but how we can move from one web page to another web page. So, till now, this is what we have discussed. And mainly in first unit, you need to learn how to generate tables, how to generate forms also you need to learn. And the last one we discussed is list. List is nothing but collection of related elements. So, list can be divided into three things: ordered, unordered, definition. So about ordered list and definition list we will talk in the next class. So what is unordered list? The important point you should remember in unordered list is type. Since type is the attribute. The default type is disk and you can change the default type into circle or square. If you change into square, the square bullet points you will get. So this is what we have discussed till now in unit 1. In next class we will discuss about ordered list, definition list also. Once if we finish the concept of list, we will go into tables and forms. By then HTML will be done and we will then go for CSS.